So I was watching a thing yesterday. Uh, what CD changed your idea? There's a lot of things you could say about music and how it changes you and affects you. How it could put you on a path that's different than what you thought you were going to be doing or how you were going to do. I was watching a thing on YouTube with Paul Reed Smith, the guitar guy. He was talking about how his brother introduced him to the Jimi Hendrix Experience and how the sounds on that album at the time changed his whole perspective on just about everything. Thinking about that, I thought about my own experiences on how CDs or albums or something like that changed the person that I am today. Imagine if Paul Reed Smith didn't get that album. Would he be making guitars? Would we have these fine instruments that we have today? Thinking of that is, what were some of the albums in your life that changed your perspective, that changed your idea? You know, when I was younger, yeah, I listened to Led Zeppelin, listened to the Eagles, and listened to Van Halen and such like that. But it wasn't until junior high that I really started taking interest in music. I guess you could say one of the CDs that really changed my outlook, changed my personal idea, was Primus's Frizzle Fry. That made me realize, wow, that's some really crazy sounds. That album actually made me want to start playing music. From there, you know, started getting into Pearl Jam and such like that, what have you. That was probably the summer of 8th or ninth grade, I believe. Probably the summer of ninth grade. Which the following year would be going into 10th grade. Which was crazy, you know, buying that album and listening to Les Claypool slap that bass really changed me personally and made me think, wow, that's some cool sounds. I want to do that. So I bought myself a bass. Summer of ninth grade, a friend of mine, Jeremy Ward, came back from Seattle and brought a little album called The Lonesome Crowded West by Modest Mouse. By this time, I had already been playing music for a while, bass guitar, and I started getting into guitar. This album by a band from Seattle changed my whole perspective on the guitar, which was really crazy. If you ever have a chance, you should look up that album, Lonesome Crowded West. Some gems, you know, Cowboy Dan, you know, really great song. There's a bunch of great songs on that album. And then they just started getting crazier and crazier with the music. From there, somehow in some way, we had a band called Derail come down to play at the Armory here back in '99 with the hardcore band called Countervail. They were touring on the album The Most Abused Word. And when I was doing some research and looking stuff up, I found out that there is a video set of Countervail, wherever up here, that you can watch. Check it out. It's pretty great. I think they were ahead of their time. At that concert, it was pretty crazy because we set it up and we got these bands from out of town to come in and played with the local band Mr. Milkjug. Those guys were good. Daddy's New Squeeze, that was a good one. That was just before we left to Seattle. From there we got into a band called the Jazz June. It was off of a sampler, I think it was a Hot Topic sampler that a friend of ours got me, excuse me, that really got me into the band the Jazz June, which was really great. I couldn't find the actual sampler, but that's the album that the song came off of. Really great idea. By this time, guitar had changed for me as no longer a shredding instrument, type of idea, more of a melodic idea of what the instrument could be and how you could manipulate it with the help of the band Modest Mouse again. No longer taking center stage was the solos. It was more along the lines of chording and melodies and melodic playing. From there, I got into a gentleman by the name of Rocky Vadalato. By this time, my idea of music had taken probably a 180 from me wanting to be the greatest solo player on the face of the planet, and more along the lines of songwriting. But I'm no good songwriter, and I'll tell you that much. If you get a chance, look up some Rocky Vadalato. Really great idea. Really great songwriter. Basic ideas on the guitar, bringing it back to kind of what I was raised on, Neil Young and Bob Dylan type of stuff, which was really great. It's like coming full circle. From the Rocky Vadalato, I got into a small band that probably most people have never heard of, Sharks Keep Moving. This band changed the whole aspect of songwriting, production, sounds, just the sonic sounds of what you could do with the band. This band was made up of other players that would later become bands such as Minus the Bear. Oh, buddy, don't get me started on Minus the Bear. Good Lord, that's a great band. Other bands like Roy or Pretty Girls Make Graves. But from this band, Sharks Keep Moving, came these great other bands that would basically go into obscurity that most people wouldn't know, From the idea of what I was as a musician when I started to play to what I am now, really makes me wonder what were some of your CDs and your albums that you saw when you were younger or listened to for the first time that changed your whole idea. It's crazy what music can do for you, how it can help, how it can make you transport yourself to that point in your life where Oh, I remember that idea. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about that this morning. And just let you think about what changed your life musically. Alright guys. Kind of a different type of video. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when I put out new content. I'm slowly trying to get into the idea of where I want this channel to go. I'm gonna start doing some cooking videos here. I got some ideas in the works. I got my old YouTube book here. I'm pumping ideas in. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you have a very good day. Wash your hands. Drink some water. Call your mother. She probably is worried about you. And I'll talk at you later. Bye.